everybody else's cup up, but we don't fill our own up. So now for me, it's to focus on me, continue to build and be the best me I can be, and keep pouring into my own cup. And, yeah,
Okay, okay. So this year was really a rough year for a lot of people. And as far as you saying pouring yourself into other people, do you feel like everybody feel like they've done that a lot this year, or do you feel like next year is more selfish to you that you have to?
yeah, most definitely. Like family, friends, always pouring into them, like financially, physically, mentally. All of that is draining. People call you with their problems. You know what I'm saying? You always trying to uplift and encourage and build and help them in whatever way that you can. And you still sitting there, nobody's pouring into your cup. So that could become a lot.
I second that.
But that's deep though, because I think the opposite. Like I think for me, it's about pouring into others. The more I pour into others, it comes back to you over time. So, all right, I was joking when I said I'm nobody. I'm really nobody on the planet. However, I believe differently. I believe in encouraging and empowering the black community to be millionaires. We are. At the end of the day, we have power. We have monetary power. We have physical, mental power. So the more you put into others, at the end of the day, it will come back. So sometimes people think you pour out and your cup empties, but that's good because at some point it will come back to you. It won't come back the same exact way. You know what I'm saying? So my goal for 2024 is to help others become millionaires.
Okay. That's a great thing, yes, because we need a lot more black millionaires. Let's go ahead and get it. Y'all all have it. Let's do it. So, getting back to what you said about your apps. You're getting rid of apps.
Deep.
Do you guys feel like social media and stuff like that is too controlling over your lives? Like, what is making you give that up?
I mean, I wouldn't say it's controlling over your life if you don't let it control your life. So the perspective of being a producer versus a consumer, most people don't know what a producer looks like. So the only choice is to consume. Like when they say OpenAI, they fired Sam from the ChatGPT thing, right? Who gives a shit, right? How is they making me money, right? So social media, it's like, he's back at the company. And then I'm like, well, who gives a damn? I had to switch it up, right? But the thing is, there's hundreds of things that's similar to it. It's just an app. The technology, anybody can use it for free if they learn how to use it as a producer. But it's easy to be a consumer though.
But don't you have to have consumers to be a producer?
You do have to have consumers to be a producer, but you can choose to do it or not. I didn't drink Henny today. Henny pays me though. So we can have a choice to do both. I drink Henny, and then at a certain point, Hennessy paid me. But as a business owner, we have to be qualified commercial contract to be that producer. But the thing is, it's easy to go get a bottle of Henny. That's what I'm saying. It's easy to consume, but I can't forever do that, right? It's either find a way out of that or keep consuming.
So do you feel like this year brought more entrepreneurs about? Everybody's more so looking for a different avenue to make money?
I think when it comes to being an entrepreneur, that has to be in you, because being an entrepreneur, I think, is harder than being a worker. Like, because you work more being an entrepreneur.
Yeah,
I have a business myself, so I thought being an entrepreneur would alleviate a lot of my stress, but I've taken on more stress being an entrepreneur than I did going to punch a 9 to 5.
Hours,
Exactly.
So as an entrepreneur, you it's no longer you. Your burden now is the people that work for you. So you have to worry about how are my people going to eat? How am I going to make sure that they're paying their bills? So as an entrepreneur, it's a lot more challenging than just going to work. Like anybody can go to work.
Right.
You can work for anybody. But when you work for yourself, it's more challenging. Now you're like, all right, how am I going to meet the needs of my business and the people that work for me? So it's very easy to say, hey, I can go out here and start a business. People don't understand the challenges that come with that and the money that it costs to do that. Because it costs money. It's not free.
It sure does.
But I do agree, though.
You need the consumer in order for a producer.
And you have to understand. You have to be a consumer to understand the entrepreneur side.
But there's a thing, though. Some people are consumers, but they have the heart to produce, right? So like you said, people not lost their jobs, but became entrepreneurs. I seen a post yesterday. I just shared it. Google laid off like 20,000, 30,000 people. But and a lot of companies doing that because of tech. Shopify laid off 10, 20,000. So between, let's just say, 10,000 people, I feel like part of that is forced homelessness. Part of that is forced entrepreneurship. You know what I'm saying? Because it's almost like, what do you have? So, well, I guess part of that is go get another job.
No, not necessarily. So we're in a technology age, right?
Yeah.
We're in an age where you can make money off of technology. You can post something. You can post a video. Hey, I'm here. I'm buying hookahs and smoke tricks, right?
Yeah.
And that can blow up like something simple that your followers see.
Yeah.
Oh man! And then before you know it, all these people are walking in the door. But that comes at a cost for you. You know what I'm saying? It comes at a cost because just because you're saying it, you're not making money off of it unless that particular company is paying you. Like you said, Hennessy.
Yeah.
Every time you post something about Hennessy, people are buying Hennessy.
Yeah.
But
That's a consumer.
right, you know what I'm saying?
And this is the thing. I get that perspective because there's a perspective of influence.
Correct.
Right? So I got paid from Hennessy and Sam's Club and Amazon not to promote their brand.
Right.
Right? I'm in there doing the decal on the Sam's Club wall for the people that come in that are consumers.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? If it was an influencer, that's technically just that's not a consumer, that's not a producer, it's somebody in the middle. That's an affiliate. That's what I call it when I build systems, right?
Right.
But life is a pyramid, so everybody is in life is designed to play a certain role. So everybody can't and doesn't have the capability to be an entrepreneur. Like everybody doesn't have the entrepreneur mindset. Like you have to really have a strong mindset to be an entrepreneur.
Let me tell you, when I became an entrepreneur, I did not know marketing. I did not know I had to actually really know people skills for real. I was like, I got a talent. That's all I know. But you have to really, booking, accounting, you have to know all of this stuff. And it becomes a lot, but it is worth it in the end because I don't know if I can work for anybody.
So how did you gain your education, though?
I did go to school. I had to, get the degrees and stuff that I needed for what I do. But honestly, now what I do, I switched over, and it was really a passion that I just took off with, and I just believed in that it was something I was supposed to do.
Yeah.
And from there, it worked.
So what I hear you saying is you work to learn. Like anybody can go to school. Anybody in this building can go to school, take a class. However, that class is really not going to teach. It's going to teach you the basics. It's not going to really teach you the hardcore foundation of building a business, building a brand. You learn through doing it, and going in the trip,
networking,
figuring out like, all right, this didn't work.
Networking is a lot. That helped a lot. I didn't believe in it at first. I'm like, okay, I had to get out there and learn.
I think that's the most important key to
when they say network,
having a business.
Net worth, they mean that. Like it's a real thing.
Facts.
And it does bring in people. So as far as networking and that, do you guys feel like social media now has taken over more so as far as talent?
Most definitely. Most definitely.
Definitely. You can get a lot further with followers than actual talent. If you have a social media presence, you can sell anything. If you have 20,000 followers, you can sell a grape. You know what I'm saying?
Candy grapes.
They booming. Dead grape. You know what I'm saying? You could say this is the best grape you ever had, and your 20,000 followers gonna go purchase that grape. So social media is a big staple in everything now.
So for the people who are old school to the game, how do you feel they're able to move around in this business? Is it a little harder?
Oh, it's challenging. So I'm probably the oldest out of this group. It's challenging. Like I'm really not present on social media, more so in person. Like I see people face to face and I talk to them. However, social media to me, it's just an element that I haven't tapped into. I need to tap into it more. With all my brands, all my businesses that I have, it's not something that I fully understand. So it's really a challenge for me. I'll tell my age. I'm 48. I'm pushing 50.
You look
right?
good to be.
And thank you. I appreciate that. And at my age, while I understand and appreciate and I understand technology, I still don't use it to my advantage. That's something that I have to tap into the younger generation and say, hey, look, I need help. I have a son that's 23, a daughter that's 21, both in college, right? So I talk to them. I say, hey, look, tell me what I need to do, because I don't understand this particular era. It's still something.
How do I make a TikTok?
Yeah. So the TikToks, man.
You got a TikTok?
I do. I really do. But
back in the day, I got one.
My TikTok is bullshit. All of my social media. If you go to my social media page, you be like, damn, what is this? But at the end of the day, I know that this is the direction that we're heading to. So I have to evolve.
Yeah.
If I want to remain relevant, you know what I'm saying?
I think another way though is through community.
Yes.
Through community and consistency. You know, I think through for even if we're not old, right? Not older.
That's messed
the
up.
Older.
I'm not
right?
good with social media. Like,
But sometimes it's about just the community of people. I'm sometimes joining organizations that are doing good things, or networks of people, because then people are always speaking your name. You're always being put out there. You're always it's social in real life. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's another way. And then consistency over time. As I don't really market like I used to social media wise, but I spent 10 years putting it on walls and windows and driving around in my car with it on the road and dropping flyers off. I got a backpack banner. I'm at the show. They like, where your booth at? Right here on my back, right? But over time though, people just know you for that. So without having to post every day.
Well, that's even with marketing. It switches up, because I remember, like you said, business cards.
Yeah.
You don't hand out business cards like that no more.
They throw them. As soon as you give it to them, they throw them.
Yeah.
But it goes back to, like, I look at McDonald's and I look how McDonald's evolved. McDonald's, a child that can't even talk can know McDonald's and be like,
they know that arch. My son
they
do.
know that arch. So like when you look at it, it's about branding and getting your brand out to people to understand, whether it's the young age, like it depends on what you're marketing to, who you're marketing to.
A marketing agent is the one who stole McDonald's.
Yeah.
Ray Kroc.
Ray Kroc.
Like he stole it, and I was like, how you gonna steal somebody's
Because you had the analytical person and you had the marketing person, though.
Right.
Because some people are so stuck on the idea they're not marketing it, and some people that are marketing a whole bunch of stuff don't have no idea of their own.
But look, the one challenge that I do see, and this is across the board. It really doesn't matter whether it's social media or not. When it comes to business, a lot of people go into business and they connect. It's the emotional connection. There's no emotions in business.
It sure
At the end of
ain't.
the day, you start a business and you have an exit strategy. You have an end goal, and you have to accomplish that end goal. Most times, people and I'll say employees or consumers don't understand. If I open a business and at some point I sell that business and that business becomes something else, I'm getting out. That was my out at that point. It's nothing personal to my followers or my consumers. I'm just trying to get out. This is my objective. I created it. I started it. I saw it evolve, and now it's at its peak. it's time for me to get out and let somebody else take it and blow it up to something else.
So what do you guys think is the tool to longevity in the game of entrepreneurship? What?
Wow, that's a great question.
Exit strategy, like you said.
Exit strategy. You have to know when you want to get out.
Because I feel like everything needs to have an exit strategy.
Yeah.
Whether you're doing real estate, whether you're doing stocks, whether you're jumping into business, sometimes you're selling it. Like, but me in life, I just think about exit strategy in general. I mentioned hot wings, right? but not today, not tomorrow, not next year. But I know I gotta stop buying hot sauce from somebody else. I gotta stop buying these chickens from somebody else, right? So that's just my perspective, because the exit strategy would be buy a farm. Peppers on this side, chickens on this side. But in the sense, I feel like everything is an exit strategy, except a relationship. I feel like that's
exit strategy too
You went
sometimes.
I feel like that's
So that was my
I
next
feel like
question.
most people
Actually was going to be relationship
playing that
and
exit
business.
strategy.
Before you get to that though,
Yeah, I don't know about
I
that one.
think what your the answer to your question to me is you have to find something that won't die when it comes to business. So like I own a teeth whitening business. Teeth will never go out of style. I don't care today, tomorrow, the next day, it will never go out of style. Actually, it's like it evolving before my own eyes. So you just gotta find something that won't die, like hair, lashes, nails. Those things will never go anywhere.
Well, to a certain extent, right? So in the technology age, we are headed to a place where there's going to be a major gap
I seen
between
the lash bot.
wealth
I seen
and
that.
poverty. So we're headed to like, and it's evident. You go into a Kroger, a Walmart, a Publix, you're doing self-checkout, right? What is it, QT? I think it's QT, racetrack. There's going to be a place in time where the wealth, it's going to be a significant wealth gap. You have fully autonomous vehicles that are already here that people can click a button and that car will drive you wherever you want. So the Uber drivers, no more jobs. Truck drivers, no more jobs.
But you're saying that to say that, but
said
they just did a recall on Teslas, 200
Right,
200 some
right, today.
Teslas.
So I remember back in the early 80s, Microsoft, it was major recalls on Microsoft. Microsoft is a $1 billion industry. Back then,
A new product is always gonna have some type of something.
sort of, kinda. Look at where
Some type of
Microsoft is today.
But that's why they always have another version.
But y'all are talking about product, and she said a service. Like, if you find a service that needs
Right,
to be
yeah,
provided.
so I
and
was
you
trying to
take
get to that, yeah.
One thing about the beauty industry, like you said, teeth, hair, makeup, nails.
It's never gonna go anywhere.
It's
I don't care if a
that's the
robot
one
doing
thing
it,
that
who
never
doing it.
sucks
It's never gonna go
Except
anywhere.
for the gap.
Ever.
So if
Even in COVID, people was, while COVID, everything shutting down, people hear me, can I get my hair done? Can I do
I'm
this?
telling you.
They don't care. The
there was
beauty
plenty of
industry is going
barbershops and
forward.
beauty salons that went out of business, right? Because people couldn't afford it, right? So that's what I'm talking about. That gap,
Well, that's
that
a lot
wealth
of-
gap.
Well, we
So
live in
that's why
Atlanta,
you have
so
to-
I don't know.
you have
Ain't
to
nothing really
cater.
shut down in Atlanta.
Right, okay, we ain't shut down. Was throwing
We ain't
COVID
shut down. We
parties
was-
and-
We was getting hair done, nails done, everything.
I know multiple barbershops or beauty salons that did go out of business, right? Because people couldn't afford it. So if you're looking at a gap and only these people up here, that means now you have to cater to these people because the people down here can no longer, there's no middle class, right? There's only the wealthy and the poor. So you have to cater to this crowd because these people can't afford it.
I get the high level services though, like, cause you always gonna need, no matter how many robots out here, right? A robot is don't have no skills.
Right.
So even if they are, like me, I do printing and wrapping, right? Like my print shop, we started with shirts like 10 years ago, and all the small stuff. But soon they're gonna be making T-shirts in the little vending machine in front of Walmart, right? But wrapping a car, or wrapping a bus, or
It's not
wrapping
the same.
a mural on a car, a robot. It takes a long time for somebody to get these hands. And I've whooped out a lot of niggas' ass back in school with these. But now I use it for good.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
I went as a combat medic in the military.
Right.
They couldn't do that as well.
And I don't think nobody gonna trust a robot to be doing teeth whitening or
That's
doing
what I'm
root
saying.
canals or stuff like
I
that.
seen the last bot, but who would trust that kind of
I
stuff
don't
on their
know
face?
any-
Right.
Not today,
You know what I'm
but 10, 20 years from now,
Is-
possibly,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, you're right.
But
So-
I'm a firm believer of I don't know about anybody else, but I live in today because tomorrow's not promised to me. So I live in today.
Right.
Like I can't wreck my brain on figure out 20 years from now they're gonna have robots and all that. I'm gonna get the best out of what's going on today.
Right. No, I'm fully with today. However, you also have to, like, when you're talking about a business and you're growing your business, you have to think about the future. So I'm in the off-airport parking industry, right? So one of the things when I opened my business in 2018, I had to think about, I was like, in 2020, they're going, like, it should have been fully autonomous cars. So I'm used to people driving in, pulling a ticket, scanning something, then parking their car. What am I going to do when a car pulls up and there's no human in it? So I need to be prepared for that. To say, all right, now I need to have technology so when this person's car, this person is flying to LA from Atlanta, their car pulls up. How does that car get on my lot and park in a space? Right? So I had to be prepared for those kind of things. So I had to be forward thinking in that aspect. So every industry is a little different.
Right.
So the beauty industry, that's one that I would say people have to kind of focus. If you're going to go into business tomorrow or the next day or next year, you have to be focused in and say, okay, I understand that this industry, the beauty industry, might be around a little longer. However, there are other industries. If I'm going into the trucking business, I need to know I don't need to buy trucks and put humans in it. I need to buy trucks that are fully autonomous. Like right here in Atlanta, when you go to the airport, those trains are fully autonomous. There's no humans operating either train, the Sky Train or the train that takes you.
The planes too.
Right. Yeah. So
They just sit in the cockpit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be chilling.
So at some point, you have to understand you can't just jump out into any industry and be blind about it and do it. Yeah. You have to really have a plan, and you have to follow that plan through and understand that I'm in this industry and it may not be here tomorrow. So if you're looking at now, let's go in it now, but let's set an end goal because at some point this might not be around anymore.
Okay.
Jetsons.
So
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna go back to what you said about relationships. So relationships and business. Do you guys feel like it works out? Do you feel like it stops you, slows you down, or it uplifts you?
I feel like it depends on the relationship.
Yeah.
What kind of relationship
Right.
it is that you're talking about. So I feel like with that, we have to get kind of specific as far as what kind of relationship.
Right.
So, as far as the relationship, a person, okay, it's your business. You just started your business.
Okay.
Your business is booming,
Okay.
and now you meet somebody. Good or not, you don't know this person at all.
Yeah.
But do you feel like even just stepping into that dating realm, it slows you down, like as far as business, or do you feel like?
I feel like with dating,
You
it
lose your
definitely.
focus?
I feel like dating, you definitely can lose your focus, because it takes a lot to date. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of money. It takes a lot of energy. So, you know what I'm saying? Dating, you can be focused on. Before dating, you can be focused strictly on your business. But when you meet this person, it's like, damn. All right, I know I got to do this, but shit, they want to do this. All right, bet. So how am I going to, figure out the two? How am I going to balance the two? Sometimes something is going to slack. So it's up to you to try to figure out that balance.
The key to it is balance. What
Right.
you just said,
Yeah.
balance. Like you have to be able to balance your private life and your business life.
Absolutely.
Those are two separate entities, right? And in most relationships, people don't understand that it's separate. They bunch it together. And my business is 24 hours a day, so I have to be available for my business 24 hours a day. That means that I'm not with my family, I'm not with my wife, my kids. I have to dedicate time just specifically for that business. So if my girlfriend, whatever, my spouse, if she doesn't or they don't understand that this is where I am, then that relationship is definitely going to crumble. So you have to make sure that from the beginning you establish a foundation to say, and you have to have a like-minded partner with you. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I feel.
I
That's
agree.
that's definitely true, and I'm gonna just say that because I'm in a relationship like that. My boyfriend owns a tech company, so like on Christmas, he had to get up and fly to Arizona and go handle business for his tech company. So we weren't together on Christmas. So it's like I understand it, but I'm too in business, so I do understand. Like if I get a phone call tomorrow, like, hey, somebody need me to go whiten their teeth, I got to get up and go. I'm not gonna stop what I'm doing or turn down any money
Yeah.
because of that. Like you got to be understanding of my time because this business was my baby before you came along.
Correct.
Agreed.
Vice
Agreed.
versa.
That is true, because I just made a joke the other day on my Facebook about how I never really fully celebrated Valentine's Day. And it wasn't because I never had somebody. I've been in a relationship my whole adult life, but I've always worked on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
So it's like I've never taken that day off to actually step back and be like, oh, let me actually do a relationship thing. It's always been like, hey, let me get this money real quick. We got Valentine's Day every day. We can do
Exactly.
so.
I feel like when you're in a relationship and y'all both are building and y'all both have that mindset, it'll be days for that.
Yeah.
Like you if y'all have a goal that's together, like me, I don't trip because I'm like I know it'll be days for that.
Yeah, well, like, so holidays in general. So this is just me from my business perspective. Again, my business is 24 hours, 365 days a year. I can have Valentine's Day tomorrow if I wanted it, right? That's a day that I deem that this is what we're going to do. I don't have to follow this
Right.
this thing that the government has created,
Yeah.
right? So we have to establish that between ourselves and say, hey, look, when it comes to holidays, you may celebrate such and such, but I might not celebrate on that day. I might celebrate 20 days later. Or I might do this prior to that because this is when I'm available. Because at the end of the day, this is what puts food on the table. This is what pays the bills, the roof over our heads. This is what allows us to take these trips that we're taking. So for me to set aside and say, oh, on this day, I'm going to buy you such and so and so, I'm going to do this. I'm not with that.
So do you think it's easy to get caught up in working so much that you forget about the actual romance?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I think with a man it does. With a man, definitely, because men are
Work
like
through the
one track
night.
Yeah.
minded.
Women-
With women, we're more
never
so
gonna forget.
like in our we're emotional. I think men are more so like what's the word? Focused. Like they're thinkers. We're more so we think off our emotions.
Well,
But
feel like
I
the mood
disagree.
is not right and
I
we're
agree,
not
but
right.
I
I was about to
disagree.
say
Right?
too,
I
yeah.
agree. Women are more, to a certain extent, more emotional. Yet, y'all are just as smart as men, right? I believe. Don't nobody fight me, right? I believe that women are way more smarter than men to a certain extent, right? Women have the ability they can do way more than men. However, like, so just think of a mother, right? A mother can juggle 20 things where a father cannot. The father is stuck on, all right, A, B, C, D. I got to do these things.
That's why I said a man is designed to be one track mind versus women. We're mostly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
like well, when I say one
I got a
track
couple
mind,
tracks.
when I say listen, when I say one track mind, I'm saying like when y'all mind is focused on one thing, y'all see that and that only. Like women, we can do a track of things. We can have like 15 tracks.
I guess women have the perspective of being task doers.
Multi-
Yeah.
yeah.
So in y'all mind, y'all can do more stuff, right?
yeah.
You said the same thing I said, just in a different way.
No, I'm just saying. Like if we see somebody outside at 3 a.m. and we at the gas pump and he's sitting on the side over there, in our head, he's dirty, right? Cause he a bum. What the hell you doing out here? You ain't on the phone. You ain't. But he could be super clean. But our perspective of a bum is dirty. So the same perspective. We just know women for doing a lot of stuff. I know some women that don't do nothing.
That's true.
That is
Yeah.
true.
That is true.
Well,
They can barely do
so-
the task you give them.
Yeah.
Fact, but your example talks about, so men are natural born protectors.
Yeah.
So without like a 3-year-old boy,
Yeah.
will protect his family. Like he automatically will do things to protect the family, where a female child will not, right?
But that's what I was talking about. Like literally, like a mom. A mom is literally in the realm of doing a lot of stuff.
Correct.
So they literally get
Right.
talented at doing a lot of stuff.
And
The same thing with that young man that's trying to cover for a dad that's not here.
Right.
Like that's
Right.
trying to take up for look out for the little man.
Right. So
cut the grass at 8.
correct.
You know what I'm saying?
So what she was saying, right? And I don't want to take nothing away. I want to add to it with everybody. What everybody's saying. Women are lionesses, right? A lioness runs that pride. That male is there for. He don't find food and feed the pride. The lioness does.
Yeah.
Right? So the lioness is able to do all that. However, that male dominance projects a lot of different things. Security, safety, this is my zone. So it's a lot of elements when you talk about relationships. There's a lot of elements that come into play when it comes to that. And then you add business to it. It can be catastrophic in so many aspects. So it's hard. Business is hard alone, right? When you start adding relationships.
A relationship is hard alone.
I think the business might be a little
Yeah, now in
easier
business
to-
together, I ain't never experienced that.
Yeah.
But I would think that's even
So-
harder
Yeah.
at certain points.
So my wife has her own business, right? So I'm running my business, she's running her business, and we had to meet somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
A lot of times and say, hey, look, babe, set aside Thursday. I'm not going to have anything. You don't have anything. Thursday is going to be our day. This can be our Valentine's Day in September.
But what if something come up?
Then we talk about it.
Then
It's
you gotta
about
reroute.
communication. Yeah,
Reroute.
it's about communication.
Rerouting.
But how many
Yeah.
times do you reroute before it becomes an issue? Like,
Well, it's a no. So
The
it can't become an issue
Yeah.
if you're talking about it. As long as you
Right.
communicate. Like if you're not communicating and saying, hey, I got to do this, or this is what came up. Let's talk about this. Like I can't be a dictator. You can't be a dictator. We have to communicate and understand that we have to find a middle ground, right? If we can't do that, then I'm not in the right relationship.
That's true.
I'm not with the right person.
They got to understand your purpose too.
I was getting ready to say that, but at the same time, like how she was saying, women and their emotions, and just like what you were trying to touch on, after so many times of putting this off, that woman is gonna be like, yeah, I understand.
Yeah, I
but
don't
at
care
the
how
same
much
time-
understanding we
but
got.
at the
It's
same
like, all
time,
right.
what about me? I'm being put on the back burner. That's how that woman is gonna feel.
That's
So-
a fact.
And
or
no matter how
even
many
Or the
times
man.
they say,
It could be
okay,
flipped.
or like,
So it's just like, okay,
Next
damn.
time.
Like I
In my
understand.
mind, calculating like, okay, well,
Yeah, we still got business. going on.
Right.
We got this going on.
I'm
but-
trying to be understanding, but
like this ain't working out. So that's why you have to have communication, but also you have to have, like you said, another business-minded person.
and also you have to learn how to prioritize too.
Yep.
That yes.
Like I don't
Absolutely.
care how busy you get in your workforce, you have to learn how to prioritize.
agree.
Sometimes you have to learn how to say, hey, today the job gonna have to take a back seat. I gotta tend to my
agree.
wife or my kids or this, that, and the
Agree.
third.
My own
agree,
head.
100%.
My own head.
Right.
Absolutely.
I agree. Sometimes
I
you
gotta
gotta
take
miss
a
that
clock
dollar.
out.
You can't
Yeah,
catch,
some-
you can't be
yeah.
out there catching every dollar.
That's a
Sometimes
fact.
you gotta
Oh,
at all.
man.
Sometimes you gotta let it go.
That stress money ain't good for you.
Because listen, business could be booming, but if that home relationship ain't right,
Everything else will fall
everything
apart.
else is gonna fall. Because listen, if your business is A1, y'all focus on this business, but your woman or your man at home ain't happy, your mind gonna get fucked up. Because it's like, okay, you go home, business is good, but then when you get home, it's like all hell breaking.
Right, because you ain't got no peace to come home to. So you doing
So
all
it's
that
like-
work and then come home to
Yeah.
chaos.
So
It don't
you
even
like-
matter.
Listen, you
So
can't
was
even
that
focus
dollar
on the
really the
business because you
price
like,
of it?
Right.
she tripping or he tripping about this or that. It's like, god damn, like I can't keep up. Like I'm trying to make this work for us, and you tripping about this, but you gotta come to that common ground.
But I feel like I feel the same way. Like she said, the same mindset. Because I think with just that same exact situation he was explaining. Yeah, at one time I had this girlfriend, right? Like every time she would get off work, she would just be complaining about work. Like such and such is working this. Me, I'm always trying to be in a good mental space all day, every day, right?
Right.
I only deal with clients I don't want to deal with, right? But you know, like for me, at first it was like, you know, kind of communicate, use that as a learning experience. You're trying to have your own business related to that. So take those as those kind of lessons, you know, call it another day, you know. But she, you know, some people take it as, you don't tell me to shut up. But I feel like the perspective of that keep happening and happening. Like every time I get there, I'm like, oh man, she about to talk about the same dumb shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So then it's like, do I want to hear this? I don't want to hear this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then that whole environment
Becomes toxic.
I know,
had
toxic
people who I know
for
who
your
say
mindset.
For your mindset,
They don't
yeah.
bring the workplace home. They like don't want to talk about
Yeah.
work. Like,
That's
they don't
me.
bring that
That's
home.
me. I don't
Here-
want to hear about what's going on at work. Like we could talk about it for a quick second, but
don't dwell on
leave it at that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want to spend 2 hours talking about Tommy pissed you off and he didn't do it. I don't want to do it.
Because now I'm going to your business.
I'm saying, but
and
Right.
by the end of the week, I know everybody at work.
Exactly.
I know all the stuff they
So
did at
I got a
work.
question though. I got a
Like I
question
work there.
when it comes to relationships with that, right? So who do you talk to? Who does your mate talk to if he can't talk to you?
I'm not saying he can't talk to
No,
me.
you
I'm
said
saying
you're limited him.
yeah, we're limited.
Right. So if I'm limited and I need more time, right? Who do I talk to?
A coworker.
God.
No, I don't have a coworker. You know what I'm saying?
God listens to God listens to everything. You hear me? God listens to it all.
Give me that.
God is gonna listen to it all.
It's my business, so I don't have a coworker. I don't have somebody that's.
But
See,
honestly,
I feel you on
honestly
that.
and truly, like I'm being funny, but real talk. Like when I'm going through like my personal moments and I feel like I can't talk to anybody, I get to myself and I really talk to God about it.
No, I get that. I don't have a problem with that at all. God don't always talk back.
Sometimes you don't need.
You gotta read it.
No, that's the thing. That's the thing.
Listen.
Sometimes I
We programmed ourselves to think that we need somebody to talk back
No,
because
no.
sometimes we already be knowing the answers to half of the stuff that we want to talk about. We just need confirmation.
no. Sometimes I don't even need confirmation.
Well,
I just
okay,
I
well,
need
just
somebody
think
to
it's not a
listen.
problem that like it's a day that it's really bothering you or something that you really want to
Right.
talk about. Yeah, I get it.
Clubhouse.
Come on, let's
But
talk about it.
exactly.
But, like he
I'm-
said, he had a person.
We
who
don't
came
want to
home
keep
every day,
like a
nagging,
repeated
nagging,
thing.
nagging.
Like
no. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't repeat it. My thing is there are times I just need. Oh, I ain't gonna say me, right? My wife, at times she needs to get it all out. Sometimes,
she's a woman. We always
so
gotta get it out.
Sometimes for me,
Oh, we ain't got nothing.
I
ain't gotta get it out,
only
too.
want 5 or 10 minutes.
I was about
right?
to say, sometimes
Yeah.
Some kind of way.
Yeah, I just want 5 or 10 minutes of I gotta get this out. But she might need 3-4 hours. Sometimes I don't have it. I really don't have it in me, and I'm like, I be trying to be there.
And sometimes, and I'm a woman, so sometimes I do understand that. Like, sometimes you just gotta learn how to redirect the energy. Like, babe, I hear you. Let's talk about something. You gotta like. With women, you gotta learn how to trick our brain. Like,
Yin
okay,
and
babe,
yang.
yeah, like, okay, you talking about that. Let me redirect what she,
What you
the
wanna
focus
eat again?
is. Yeah, like what you want to eat.
You said you
know
wanted
what,
to stop
babe?
on the spot, huh?
Don't always work. Talking about it, you said.
I'm trying to
Matter of
tell
fact,
you. You look, you want to go get your nails? Let's talk about your nails.
So, all right, so let me give you this. I've been with my wife 21 years. We've been married 17. I am the master of the Jedi mind trick. I know how to do all of that. However, she will come back and be like, but babe, I need to talk about this. I'm like, I really don't have it in me today. Right now.
Well,
I don't.
sometimes you just let her talk, and you gotta learn how to zone out and you talking,
I
babe.
do that. Listen, I will smoke me a joint. I will eat me an edible.
Yeah, here, baby, go ahead.
I will be on another planet.
Say, yeah, I'm
and
here,
she's
baby, go
like,
ahead.
you wasn't there for me. I need you to be there. I'm like, at what point? Like, I've been there. For me, I feel like I was there. So the relationships, like you said, is hard to start with.
Yeah.
You add business to it, it makes it 10 times harder.
Yeah.
And when you both have businesses, like getting to that middle ground at some points is very challenging. It's
It is.
very challenging. So you really have to, like, again. what
I
always
can
say-
agree with you because I deal with the same thing with my boyfriend. He always come and telling me about something came up, this, that, and the third. And in my mind, I'll be like, here we go again. But guess what I do? I just let him get it all, say what he got to say. Even if I'm not listening, I act like I'm listening. Like, I know how to tune in and tune out.
Now.
Like,
What's his Instagram?
No.
he don't be on Instagram.
I hope he don't see this.
I ain't worried about it. He don't be on Instagram.
That's what people be doing.
He a tech guy. He got a Twitter
so
account.
What did I say, Poppy?
Yeah.
So, as far as relationships, do you guys feel like men? Do y'all feel like y'all are heard in relationships? Like we're talking about
Heard?
Yeah, like we actually said talking. Said what's your limit? Do you actually feel like y'all are heard? Like we listen to y'all? Cause y'all feel like y'all can't talk. Wow.
Well,
It's a safe place here.
for me,
Let me
me
look around.
personally, I don't feel like I'm always heard. Sometimes when you have a spouse, they will give you what they feel like you need or what they feel like you want, instead of actually listening to what it is that you're saying, and because you're telling them what you need, you're telling them what you want, but in their mind, it's like, okay, if I'm doing X, Y, and Z, then you shouldn't need nothing else. So no, I don't know. The answer to that is no, I don't always feel heard.
You have something to say about it?
It depends. Again, it's based off of the level of communication that you and your spouse have. Ask me this prior to 2020, I would tell you no, I wasn't being heard. However, I learned, me and my wife learned a way to communicate and to be heard. There was times that we were listening to each other to respond, not listening to hear. She listened, she wanted to hear this one thing, and see, that's what I'm talking about, right? And I did the same thing. But at some point, we were exposed to this one book. So me and my wife, I'm not trying to plug this in, but we had this relationship podcast called Marriage Goals. So we read this book called The Four Agreements. We read it together. It's on Audible, so y'all can listen to it. You don't have to actually read it. That book helped us to understand how to communicate a little better. And we stopped listening to respond. We started to listen to hear each other. And now I can say I'm in a place where my wife hears me. I'm in a place where I hear her. I'm no longer listening to respond. So it comes with growth. Relationships and developing that comes with growth. As you age, as you grow as a couple, you'll learn how to get out of those unhealthy patterns.
Okay, yeah, so we did good. Right now, we're going to wrap it up for a minute, take a break, and we're going to come back with some new questions.
All right.
All righty.
Yeah.
And gang if you let shit slide. And then you gotta big guns and a lot of zip ties.
Alright, we're gonna take a little intermission. Bars still open. Smoke tricks still open. Restrooms are located right here.
That's crazy.
You're right.
Because I'm very big on astrology because each sign is different. And then you have, I'm a Libra, but so Libra's not on the 23rd, I'm on the 19th, so I'm on the 14th. But it's crazy because I'm a Virgo, ascended Libra,
Okay. Well, yeah, my name is Brian Phillips, or call me BP OnSet. The company's OnSet & Co. or OnSet & Company. It's a hybrid live production company based out of Atlanta, which we do live stream broadcasting, and we also specialize in real life streaming, which is known as IRL streaming.
Okay, now, how long have you been in this industry?
I've been in this industry for about, in this like live streaming since COVID. So that puts me at what, 4 years now, or going on 4 years. So yeah, I'm kind of new, so to speak, but I got a background in advertising, marketing, and branding since 2016.
What kind of impact do you plan to have?
What type of impact I plan to have? I mean, I don't think people realize it's happening in real time. So, I mean, it's happening. I mean, I'm making an impact as we speak, you know what I mean? So me just being on this platform with VS1 Studios, with Exclusive Model Magazine, and tapping in with Miguel and Skittles and Chico Fue and Drummer Boy and the whole list of people. So I'm technically making an impact as we speak real time. Like, a lot of people may not notice it because, you know what I mean? But before you know it, it's going to be said and done. You're like, you know what? I seen him. We worked with him. You know what I mean? Like, I think I'm that confident at this point. You know what I mean? For sure.
So what are your likes and dislikes about the industry?
Oh, man, the capping, man. It's a lot of captastic, capaholics out here. You know what I mean? But it's cool, though, because, you know what I mean? That kind of helps you decipher who's with you and who's against you. But I think that's really it, man. Just the lack of business acumen. I had the opportunity to intern for corporate America and just had the opportunity to see how they move and operate. And then when you kind of get into like the independent space, I noticed a lot of those concepts aren't highlighted or recommended, like contracts, paperwork, you know, things like that. But besides that, I mean, it is what it is. I try to play both sides, you know, the independent creative as well as like the creative corporate.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So that's about what's something a lot of people don't know about you.
One thing that a lot of people don't know about me is probably I'm born and raised here, Grady Baby or Grady Memorial Hospital. I don't know. I mean, to be honest, I kind of like that mystique, right? I like to kind of have that. Yeah, hidden talents. I mean, I may want to just keep them hidden for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So, okay, do you have any advice for your upcoming, influencers or brands?
Yeah, man, to stick to it. Don't get discouraged. Definitely take advantage. This is one thing I want to leave y'all though, because a lot of y'all are kind of not aware. Chat GPT. I recommend y'all to tap into this AI for real, because what you may have been lacking, man, you can advance like the speed of light with this Chat GPT. Man, it's a game changer. Just like when people didn't understand Google 25 years ago, and now everybody's like, you can't live without it. I guarantee this AI is going to be that. So definitely tap into Chat GPT 3 and anything AI. Learn about prompts, become a prompt engineer, things of that nature, because that's the wave, that's the future.
Okay, last but not least, let everybody know where they can follow you at.
All right, well, this is BP OnSet. You can follow me at OnSet XCO. That's OnSetXCO. My personal is BP_OnSet. And also, man, shout out to Chico and Stoney. Y'all make sure y'all follow Live on the Concrete Carpet as well. And shout out to VS1 and Exclusive Model Magazine. Already. Yes, for sure.
Where my boy Ty Uno at, man? This man made me a motherfucking video. You know what I'm saying? Right quick, it's the last video. Ty, come on up here, man. Devon, hold on. You ready? You ready? It's on hold. So anything that you hear from me verbally, where does that shit come from? Anything that you hear from me verbally, that shit just keep coming. Anything that you hear from me verbally, look at ass nigga. Shit. Hey man, y'all make some noise for my motherfucking brother one time, Insane Wayne, man. Anybody who lost somebody in this motherfucker, make some noise one time. Damn, we lost a lot more people than that. Y'all make some some noise for y'all lost ones one time, man. Hey, we got ancestors, man. They paid the way for this shit. You feel it? Listen, man, it's my birthday, 40 years of greatness. This nigga took his time out to make a video for me, so I want to showcase it to y'all. And we right back to regular schedule, man. Let's run it deep.
All thing I want to say is, boy, I love you. Keep motivating us. Let's go. Yeah, boy.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, and lovers of hip-hop. Tonight, we not only gather to celebrate the 40th birthday of the incredible multi-platinum producer, Drummer Boy, but we also recognize his profound impact on the music industry. As we celebrate a remarkable 50 years of hip-hop, we pay homage to Drummer Boy's impact and unparalleled achievements and contributions that have propelled the genre to unparalleled and unlimited heights. You can understand, you can feel, and you can hear that he was bred a different way. Born in the heart of Memphis, Tennessee, and raised amidst the vibrant sounds of Cordova, Drummer Boy's relationship with music was destined from the start. His roots run deep in a family where music was more than just a passion. It was a way of life. His mother, a part-time opera singer, etched her mark in history as the first African-American to graduate from the prestigious Rudy E. Scheidt School of Music. And his father, a retired clarinetist and music professor at the same esteemed institution, provided a rich musical foundation that would shape Drummer Boy's musical destiny. From the moment Drummer Boy stepped on the scene, his undeniable talents began to shine. Everybody knowing that famous sound. Taking off, started making hits with legends like Tila, R.P. Gangsta Boo, Boys in the Hood, Drake, Pastor Troy, and Yo Gotti, 2 Chainz, Rick Ross, T.I., Scott Storch, T-Pain, NBA Youngboy, Gucci Man, Lil Scrappy, and can't forget Plies. By 2010, he claimed the title of Producer of the Year for the BET Hip Hop Awards, solidifying his status as a true music maestro. And not just stopping there, he kept it going, clinching not one, but 2 Grammy Awards in 2010 for his remarkable work on Usher versus Usher Raymond.
Listen to this track.
Now we cannot forget about the club anthem that still rock the club today. RIAA certified diamond, the explosive, no hands, featuring Waka Flocka Flame, Wale, and Roscoe Dash.
Drum on the beat, let me take my time. Walk, girl, the way you moving, you got me in a trance. DJ, tell me ladies, this so jam. I'ma sip Moscato, and I'ma throw this money while you do it with no hands. Girl, drop it to the floor. I love the way you do it, girl. All I wanna do is sit back and watch you move. I love to see the body.
Setting the industry standard for beats that are impossible to resist. It don't stop there though. Drummer Boy's magic didn't just light up the studio, it ignited stages around the world. His collaboration with Jeezy and Kanye West not only delivered a sensational performance, but also bagged the best performance for rap duo at the Grammy Awards. You know, life's journey is often marked by challenges that test our strength and resilience. Drummer Boy faced such a challenge with the loss of his big brother, the incredible producer and composer, Insane Wayne. In the face of this heartache, Drummer Boy exhibited a strength that only a true artist possesses. The ability to turn pain into inspiration. With every beat, every note, every production, he carries the legacy of his brother, weaving his spirit into the very fabric of his music. So as we raise our glasses, let us toast to the man behind the music, the artist who took his pain and turned it into art. The individual who stands as a testament to the enduring power of passion and family. Drummer Boy, may you continue to inspire us all, man. Happy 40th birthday, bro. And cheers to the next chapter of your extraordinary musical legacy.
Hey, man, y'all make some noise for a nigga one time, man. Man, listen, man. Man, shout out to my dog Zaytoven in this motherfucker. Y'all shout out to Chef. Y'all like the food? Y'all fucking with the food? Shout out to Lori. Shout out to the DJ Chris Kash. Hey, man, let's get back to it, man. Here I am. Superman, we in this motherfucker. Black excellence, man. Shout out to all the fellas with their suits on. Shout out to the beautiful ladies.
What's up, guys? It's BP OnSet. We're here at the Invest Fest 2022. going crazy, right? Post on his story about my technique, and I'm gonna show my technique in front.
Listen, y'all, man, this is Brandon shot me. I'm here with BP. First of all, I'd like to apologize for my technique. I'm just here trying to show other photography photographers what they need to do, but also it's not about what they need to do. It's not like when they're doing something wrong. It's all about growing the community.
Okay, welcome. It's me, Trey Swayze. Welcome to Hot Tub Topics. We're in the elevator right now, going to get some more guests. You know, got something coming. Stay tuned. I'm back, Trey Swayze, you know. Got my lovely lady right here. I just went to go get it. We about to start something on, you know. About to get it going, get it popping. Let's get it. Yeah, this is what we doing right now, man. We playing Jenga. It's a little dirty Jenga, you know. So we got some special things up under there. I wish I could show y'all some, but y'all gotta stay tuned. What we got, baby? What we got, baby? Ooh, she got lucky. Hot Tub Topics, man. Let's hope she got a good one. What we got? Oh. Hey, how we already out of our clothes, though? It's on me. What we got? Grab her ass. Ooh. Ooh. That's a grab, right? Is that a smack and grab or what? Hey, when you been down, you gotta put an arch in your back now. You gotta put all right, yeah. All right, this Hot Tub Topics, this is what we doing. Uh-oh. What you got, baby? What you got? Ooh. To the camera real quick. Who we got right here? Tell the camera what's her name.
K Exotica, the sexy one.
Exotica. Where you from? Ooh. North side.
Yes.
Okay. I like how energetic you is. I like that.
I'm gonna be the newest star, honey. Y'all can see.
Talk to him. So what you do? Tell him what you do.
I model.
Okay.
My video vixen coming up.
Okay.
Just now starting, humble. Yeah.
Tell them where they can find you at.
Instagram KExotica_. Yes, that's me.
Y'all hear her, man. Y'all go follow her right now, man. And go follow Hot Tub Topics OnSet and Company, man. It's going down. She about to fuck up right now. Catch her. Yeah. Hey, get her a drink. Uh-oh. She got one. Show the camera what you got. Show the camera what she passed on.
I don't want to strip down.
What? Oh, you could have just took your coat off. See, no. Welcome back. We here at Hot Tub Topics, the private screening. We going down. We got a lot of people in here right now. We got the good food. Shout out to the chef. Shout out to Major CEO. Shout out to ATL Venues. We got a lot of things going on, man. Big shout outs, man. Big shout outs to OnSet and Company, man. Talk to the camera real quick. Where you from, Miss Lucci? Huh?
From New Jersey.
Okay, we got New Jersey. Yeah, she live in the building. Yeah. How long you been here?
7 years. Yeah.
7 years. 8. Oh, so you ain't new, huh? So tell the people one thing that they can do when they get out here. What's one thing?
Find a hustle and stick to it.
Y'all heard? Find a fucking hustle and stick to it. What's your name?
I'm Simone.
All right, Simone. Where you from?
Florida.
Florida. How long you been here?
I've been here like 6 years.
6 years?
Yeah.
6 years. Tell the people, because this Hot Tub Topic, right? So we get a little steamy, right? Can you handle that? Huh? Tell them one good position you like.
From the back.
From the back, y'all heard. From the back. Step it up. Let's go. Club. We going to the club? Everybody get right. Yeah, everybody turn up. Hey, you see we having fun, man. Hopefully y'all having fun watching the premiere of the screening of Hot Tub Topics, man. Big shout out to Major CEO. Shout out to ATL Venues. Shout out to Marquise, the chef. He did his thing, man. So we got more coming. Hopefully y'all catch episode 1. We got episode 2 coming real soon. Go.
Hey, you guys, it's your girl Zay from the Bay, and we are on set with OnSet & Co. here at Hotlanta Signs, and this is your special report. August 1st, 2022, at the City Hall meeting, Atlanta city leaders proposed a property ordinance that can possibly shut down businesses who have repeated gun violent offenses. If this ordinance was to pass, that means the city will have the right to close establishments that have had 2 or more problems within the last 2 years. Several businesses, rappers, and even grieving families affected by the nighttime life spoke out against this ordinance. Let's see what they have to say. So, if you don't mind, can we get a little bit of that to bless our timeline? We're streaming live right now. We're trying to get more people to come out here to this rally. It is something that you can bless our timeline with and let them know what we're doing down here today and why is it important for us to be down here today.
We down here, it's important today because I don't want to see small business close on the whims of the city council. I understand city council is scared. I understand people are calling for action, but I don't want to make the same mistakes we made in the crack era. In the crack era, our parents and our preachers and our teachers got fooled into a BS crime law that locked the men in our cities up for 20, 30, 40 years, inexorbitant crimes for nonviolent drug offenses. The people you see behind you ain't criminals, ain't outlaws, ain't unjust. These are people who come out of entertainment, and they're trying to, in a convention city. See, in the convention city, people fly there to get drunk, have some fun, all that. We're trying to make sure that the people who own the convention, that own the clubs, look like us. Right. Who own the restaurants look like us. Because if they don't, what you're going to find yourself is more of those buckhead things where they turn you away because of your shoes. Right. Or they turn you away because of what you look like. Essentially calling you a nigga. So this is about small business versus the corporate interests that are coming in trying to destroy our city. And I don't want to see city council organize for us without organizing with us.
Thank you so
Absolutely,
much.
I appreciate
Thank
you, sister.
Appreciate it. Y'all, you heard it right here. We got Big Mike out here. We got real big people like 2 Chainz out here supporting the cause. Y'all need to come out here. Let's support. Let's help our small businesses stay in business. If you want to learn more information, speak on the panel, or get more involved in your community and local politics, the City Hall has their meetings every 2 weeks at 11 a.m. It's your girl Zay from the Bay with OnSet & Co. at Hotlanta Signs, and this is your special report, ATL Nightlife Under Attack.
I just took everything that I've learned, and due to, honestly, COVID, because COVID's really been the reason why I pivoted into live stream, because I was at the crossroads. It's like, damn, what do I want to do? You know, and I was a brand ambassador representing Fortune 500 companies, traveling the country, representing Ford, Chevrolet, Hyundai, Essential Water, a whole list of them. And then all those contracts ended. And then it was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I had everything lined up for 6 months, you know, making good bread, contracts gone. Then I had like one of those epiphany moments where it was like, live stream. I was like, live stream? And then I just got into it. But all the skills that I've learned previous to that moment, it all coexists. So I know my issue was in school was my teacher was like, Brian, you need to focus. You need to focus. Like, you need to, you know, you're a hybrid. You like to do all these things. And this.
I got a lot of goals, right? I'm about to put out my book, you know what I'm saying? My first book, you know what I'm saying? It's about 350 pages. So, you know, I already bought my ISBN numbers. So I'm about to run that up. My goal is to travel the world and speak and teach. Teach entrepreneurship, business, and AI, and do stuff faster than ever.
So what is your goal to work towards that?
My goal to work towards that? I mean, but this year, you know, I've you know, built up my portfolio of you know, AI stuff and AI, you know, things that I've built. I've taught hundreds of people this year, you know how to build agents, you know, how to code, how to build apps, and But taking it to the next level of, for me, creating digital products next year, cause I have a lot. It's just, people try to repurpose stuff for social media. Me, I'm repurposing stuff so I can store it forever, sell it forever, and get paid in my sleep. So, just putting that in action, that's all it is.
And for you, what have you learned this year and that you want to change for next year to better?
Whew. I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot about myself this year. That's, kind of personal. But my goal for next year is to be a better version of myself than I was this year. My biggest goal is to be more consistent with anything that I do.
Yeah, about the same. And rebranding, generation change every year. Product, content, companies. It's like, you got to keep up with the flow, the trending, and all that. That's about the same thing they said, but you got to keep going consistent. You got to be consistent and valuable.
Okay, and before we end this, can you actually tell us where they can follow you? What do you do? Tell them a little bit more about yourself before we go ahead.
Yeah. Well, yeah, definitely. So as far as following me, you can follow me at Entre Motivator on Instagram. That's ENTRE as an entrepreneur motivator, right? Because I used to be, a speaker. Well, I'm a speaker, right? But I learned, I'd rather give people something to learn, right? And that's how I got Entre Motivator. So you can also catch me at entremotivator.com, right? Same thing. Or, you can check out, if you want to check out some of my work, it's in my tab. Or you can go to AIbuildabot.com. You can go at AI Credit Machine, all that good stuff. I have AI for just about everything. So, if you want a specific reference, you can go to Entre Motivator and start there.
How can they find you?
They can find me on Instagram at 1 Lola Kash with a K, TikTok Lola.Cash with a K. Like I said, I'm a big Atlanta influencer. I do hood tour guide videos about where to go, where not to go in Atlanta. I actually got real live hood tours coming in 2024. I do promotions for promotions for companies. I do a lot of marketing, managing Instagram accounts and stuff like that. I also have a business, Exclusive Smiles Teeth Whitening. Y'all can follow that at 1 Exclusive Smiles on Instagram.
Shit, y'all can follow me at One Major CEO, ATL Venues, ATL LLC, Everyday a Video Shoot. I got like 100 Instagrams, but that's all about content. Valuable. I get shit done. I'm behind the scenes, but I like everybody else to shine. That's how it is. Yeah.
All right, y'all can follow me at 2's Envy Irene, or you can put in the Black Martha Stewart. Thank y'all for tonight for coming.
Yeah.
Gang.
I'm looking for a freaky bitch. I'm looking for a freaky bitch. Freaky bitch, freaky bitch, freaky bitch, yeah. I'm looking for a freaky bitch. I'm looking for a freaky bitch. I'm looking for a freaky bitch who do anything with her tongue. Freaky bitch come from the gutter. Freaky bitch know where she from. Freaky bitch so freaky she be fucking me 2 on 1. One real freaky bitch to take some real dick that don't run. I'm looking for a freaky bitch. I'm looking for a freaky bitch. Freaky bitch, freaky bitch, freaky bitch, yeah. I'm looking for a freaky bitch. I'm looking for a freaky bitch. Freaky bitch, freaky bitch, freaky bitch, yeah. No other sound. Little freaky bitch do anything for that cash, she don't give a damn. She the type of freaky bitch puts off limit when it comes to the flam. When she on that OnlyFans, she make sure she posts on the gram. Tell that freaky bitch to spam. Legs up.
Happy 2024, y'all.
Face down. She take it from the back in the
I'm DJ PartyWitMe.
She gon' get ass naked.
Y'all already know why they call me DJ PartyWitMe.
Pussy feel like I'm strong. I'm looking for a freaky bitch who gon' pledge allegiance to the flag. My little freaky bitch, she'll never gospel, but she brave. One thing about me, I ain't still no freak hoe in the past. Freaky bitch in the party, freaky bitch gon' throw that ass. I'm looking for a freaky bitch. I'm looking for a freaky bitch. Freaky bitch, freaky bitch, freaky bitch, yeah. I'm looking for a freaky bitch. I'm looking for a freaky bitch. Freaky bitch, freaky bitch, freaky bitch, yeah. I dig in that pussy like a shot. I'm done with free lows like it's a dump truck, then I fuck off in the dust. She fucking and sucking me like whatever. It feel like every time I let her
I take a friendly bitch, turn her to a freak, I won't fail. I told that freaky bitch on this mission, I won't fail. Freaky bitch, yeah. I'm looking for a freaky bitch. I'm looking for a freaky bitch. Freaky bitch, freaky bitch, freaky bitch, yeah. I'm looking for a freaky bitch. I'm looking for a freaky bitch. Freaky bitch, freaky bitch, freaky bitch, yeah. Now they be my type and she gon' freak it with a dog. I'm a real South African nigga, you know where I'm from.
I do marketing, so you need some marketing.
Go ahead, Mr. Suit Man.
That's not my babe. No. That's our skit. I don't put my personal business online. My private life is my private life. My man don't do social media anyway.
They just trying to set me up. I said, look, these girls are nice to you right now. Don't let me get them out. They gonna hate me after that. Yeah, right.
Which one of these is you?
That's my purpose.
Party tomorrow, tap in with Nathan. We got a big New Year's Eve mansion party tomorrow. Tap in. I will be the DJ. Y'all know it's going to
I'm running through your nigga house like the Tomb Raider. You gotta pass around, nigga, he a hot potato. I told him eat it or get out, that's your ultimatum. But stop licking my pussy hard, that shit aggravate. He ain't mine, I just let him eat me out from time to time.
He's bringing in the New Year right tomorrow, y'all. And your girl, Miss Parker, will be in the building at the mansion party, bringing in 2024 with this beautiful queen. Let's get it.
Walk and I talk like a pimp, cause I am. Allen boot front say, tell my pussy, hey, come. Fancy top, ain't me headed never right. Stormy Daniels, head from the head of state. Hey, Tweety Lee, make it clap on his face. Hey, freak, nasty. Ain't gon' get no pussy, but he hoping that he do. Walking all over the niggas, so he buy me on my shoes quick. Calling him a trick if he only buy your food. Hey, freak, nasty. Ice on my neck, let it drip down my chest. Looking at this motherfucking money make me wet. Rich bitch pussy only come for a check. My contact list look like the yellow pages. I do not say these niggas' names. I remember